Welcome back, everyone, and this is the final voice audition um for the Last of the Ancients. There's still a lot of extra characters if you want to voice several of them or any of them. Of course, everyone's names who helps or voices a character is going to be put in the final credits at the end of the video. Obviously, only those with extremely main parts are going to be put at the front, but you don't have to have a main part to actually make this movie good or worthwhile because there are a lot of parts that need to be filled. This video is kind of the catch-all for the rest of the characters because there are obviously a lot of characters. All of these characters are basically extras that they were basically just named. Some of them don't appear very much, and some of them appear an okay amount, and then there are two that are very important to the storyline, but actually only appear at the very beginning, and then only speaking. They're not really there, and then at the very end itself. Um, but they're very important to the storyline, so I need to get them voice actors, and they'll probably actually be taken really quickly because of what they are. Um, but anyway, all lines are going to be in the description as always, and you can leave a comment below telling me who you'd like to try for, and then make a video and put it on your YouTube account so I can hear your voice and decide which part you can play or what's going down with that. I also need an animator and musical help, so you can help with that too if you want. The first character is a typical red fox, except I gave him the little black socks on his feet. Um, He isn't around very much. He's one of Lucy's servants and one of her friends. Um, he has a very small role, but he is needed to help advance the storyline, so I really need to get him a part. So if you could try out for him, that would be awesome, because he's actually a pretty cool character, even though he's not around a lot. He is kind, and he's a little blind because he was raised basically to think that Reaper was all-knowing. Obviously he's not, but he's a very nice character. This character is Sam, and she is an all-black cat, except for the very tip of her tail is white, and she has typical yellow feline eyes. She's kind but disbelieving. She disagrees with people a lot. Um, she is a pretty small role, and she's one of Lucy's servants and one of her friends. But she's also needed to later on advance the storyline and help advance the story and character of Stig. So she's pretty important, and she needs a part. This character is Josh. He's a typical bald eagle. Uh, Pretty much all a really, really dark brown, almost black color. Um, he sounds really depressed and tired of life, and he has a very small role. But he's also needed to help advance the storyline a little bit, and he helps develop the character of both Xena and Stig a little bit. So he's a fairly important character, and he needs a part, definitely. This character is a bear, kind of a grizzly bear, except she is silver instead of brown or black, and she has brown eyes. She's worried about her babies, but she's a very nice person. We don't see her a lot. She has a very small role, but she also helps develop some of the characters, so she is needed. So you could try out for her if you want, or I might end up giving you her or one of the other small parts because they do need to be filled. So I might ask you to do more than one part, but please be aware that I might ask you of that, and don't get mad at me if I give you that plus the part you want or whatever. This character is the dragon goddess. She only appears at the beginning as a speaking part. She's not really there at the beginning. And she appears at the end, and she actually basically helps save the world. so she's a very important part. She's a purple dragon with pink eyes, and between her eyes is a small green jewel. She is mysterious because she is a goddess, but she is kind. She has a small role. It's smaller, not really enough parts to consider it medium, but she is still very important to the storyline. And she is the goddess of all living things. Her name is Airdnaxela, like aired, like you aired up a tire. Listen to my accent, it's very southern. Knox, like you're knocking on the door, Knox, with an X, and an Ella. So when you say it all together, it kind of sounds like it has a Z sound in it. Airdnaxela. So, I really need a part for her because she is very important. So I would suggest you try out for her because she is a pretty cool character, to tell you the truth, even though we don't see very much of her at all. This is the final character that is mentioned by name in the script. He is the Phoenix God of Elements. Um, he is a fiery orange color with a dark red gem on his chest, and his eyes are yellow. He is mysterious but kind, as Airdnaxela is, and he is also a very cool part. He's the Phoenix God of all elements, so basically that's where all of the dogs and the wolves get their power from, is from him. And his name is Nimajneb, like Nim, Aj, with the weird ch at the end, and then Neb, Nimajneb. The voices, the voice for him probably needs to be cool sounding. I don't know how else to say it. He also only appears at the beginning and at the end, but he is very important to the storyline, so I need to get him a part as well. This is the final voice audition for The Last of the Ancients. There are a lot of extra characters remaining, so if you would like to voice one of them, they don't appear as much and they'll uh, have less importance, so you don't have to worry about messing up or anything like that. Um, Actually, the name of the two gods, Nimajneb and Airdnaxela, they were actually the names of two of my friends from school. I just spelled them backwards and was like, hey, that looks kind of cool. But those were still the easiest names that I found because my friends have extremely long names. Airdnaxela backwards is Alexandria, and Nimajneb backwards is Benjamin. The two of them really need parts because they're very important. The others in this video need parts as well because they're fairly important, but the two gods are very important. They need parts. So leave a comment telling me who you would like to try out for and make a video, put it on your YouTube channel so I can look at it and decide if I'm going to give you the part. So thanks for watching, and I hope you audition and have lots of fun because this was a fun script to write and I would really like to make this into a video. Also, tell any of your friends who are animators or are good with music that I need help with that too. And that's pretty much it. So have fun!